with Rolly, and now Rolly's headlining in New York against Ryan. What chances do you give Rolly in that fight?
Man, I don't know. I mean, Ryan seemed he got the stats physically. You know, he grew a lot more. He a lot bigger. You know, you seen with his last fight with Devin, he was sharper and stronger than he's ever been before then. So you know, I mean, that's one of those fights we're gonna have to see.
Yeah. Does Rolly got puncher's chance or?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. You know, anybody with power, even sometimes people, got puncher's chance. You know, they're not known for power. So Rolly is known to have a hard punch, and you can't overlook it at all. So that's going to be a big card May 2nd. Hopefully, I be able to attend that joint or something.
You thinking of pulling up to the fight and
Possibly,
checking it out?
I'm gonna be in training camp, but if I can make it, I'll be there.
You ever think of fighting Ryan, since he's a star and that would be a big fight when the time comes? And
I mean, that'd be crazy. He at welterweight now, but that'd be crazy.
Yeah. And I remember you and Devin sparring. You were about 15 years old. He was getting ready for Gamboa.
Yeah.
But what do you think of his fight with Ramirez?
I didn't watch too much of Ramirez. I heard he got some work. Like, he coming with some pressure. He's a strong fighter. But I think Devin, he got the skills. He got some good boxing, and when he put them skills to work, he could work it out against a pressure fighter or somebody like that.
Do you remember anything from those sparring sessions that you took from it that helped you down the line, or?
Specifically the main thing was just me kind of knowing where I was at the time. That was my first time being there with a world championship, and the main thing I kind of learned inside the ring was like just the tempo of a professionals. But besides that, I feel like it was more of a solidification of like what I already knew, like what I had, my skill set and all that. So hopefully I'll be there one day, and that's what that was. Just like a confirmation that okay, if I keep working, that's somewhere I'll be.
Yeah, it was. So the pace slowed down a lot, right?
Yeah, it was different from the amateurs. It was definitely different from the amateurs. The amateur pace, you in there, you know what I'm saying? You're just trying to get anything that you can see as soon as you can see it. You only got 3 minutes and 3 rounds. So, you just in there letting your hands go. But the pros is a little different. You get to sit back and pick your shots more and all that type of stuff.
Actually, the thing I remember most about the Mason brothers sparring Haney was Amir.
Yeah.
And Church getting a little crazy and Dad not having it. Dad not just just laying down in there during all that. Yeah. But it was good work.
It was nice.
Yeah.
For sure.
I forgot you was there.
Yeah, he was there.
He was
there.
So Church is not around no more, huh?
I ain't heard Church.
Hey,
You were here, Church.
that was a funny session too.
Yeah,
like,
no,
lock
it
the
was.
doors.
That's
what happened.
It was about to go down in there.
Yeah, that's what Devin had. That guy in his corner. That we wasn't used to that. So we were like, okay, man.
Trust my guy.
Yeah, let him do his thing.
You're like, yeah. I recall vividly.
Don't touch it, bro.
And they wasn't used to somebody talking, like, you know what I'm saying, standing their ground. Like, hey, you ain't about to just, you know what I mean?
And then Bill, to his credit, calmed things down. He
Yeah,
didn't egg it
was
on.
cool, though.
Yeah.
Bill was on point, man. He was he's just real mature. He just, got to get them fights going. But Bill was on point, man.
I just geek out that I got to see Abdullah Mason as a teenager spar Devin Haney. So it was.
What's your thoughts on that now?
When we went back,
Yeah.
you were a baby. You were 15,
Uh-huh.
and he was basically becoming a grown man. He didn't dominate you, but like you said, there was that adjustment to the slowed down pace, and he had that long jab, and so it wasn't. Devin usually dominates his sparring partner. That didn't happen with you, but he was working his jab, and you were having to learn in there as a puppy. You were a kid,
sure,
and so. And to be honest, I at 15, I saw the talent, but when you had your pro debut, everybody in Vegas was telling me like, oh my God, Abdullah Mason. I go, yeah, Abdullah, I remember seeing him as a teenager. And then you fought Jalen Phillips, which is a tough fighter to fight in your first fight. And I was like, holy shit, what happened to this kid? Leveled up like something. He wasn't this when I saw him at 15. So that's my honest
For sure.
memory of it. But it was good work. And then Amir's was more physical. Was a more, Amir got cut distance and try to make it a dog fight, instead of trying to box with Devin. So, it was good.
It's cool.
It's good work.
Good work.
Yeah. But Yeah, do you think he could win the rematch with Ryan? Like make the adjustments against the left hook that everyone's talking about, and or is that a case of a fighter having your number?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it all lies in the training. You know, you get the right training, then it'll show. So you know, as long as he get that right training, you know, adjusting his training, you know, and put enough hours in on that or whatever, you know, the trainer, you know, his father knowing the adjustments to make, you know, that's where it lies. You know, they do that right, then I feel like the fight he could come out on top.
Yeah, would you, Pops, if you're, you know, is it just about literally making the technical adjustments for something like that? Like Tiara Brown from Cleveland, she talked about how she beat Sky Nicholson, was her coach drilled specific movements for that style into her and stuff.
She's from where?
Cleveland, I think. I think she was from. Oh no, she's from Florida. She's from
Florida.
She's from Florida. My bad. She's from Florida. Yeah, she's from Florida. My bad.
Yeah.
Got that wrong.
Yeah, it's a combination of both, but that's one of the main things, man, making those adjustments and putting the proper hours in. You got to be coachable. Coachable is the main thing. You got to remain coachable.
And lastly, were you sparring Barboza recently? I think I saw something in the headlines.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago. I did a training camp with him in Big Bear. You know, that was a great camp. You know, and Barboza is a great fighter. So him versus Teo, I would say that's the fight that I'm most interested in seeing. You know, knowing Barboza, he's not gonna lay down. No, he still got good skill set. You know, I feel like that's a great fight too.
And styles make fights, man. You feel like he's got a good style for Teo.
For sure, he got a good style. You know, I know Barboza. He likes to get his in, and he get out. He don't want to sit there for no extra punishment, from what I know. So I feel like it's gonna be a good one.
All right, man. Thanks, guys. That's all I got.
Thank you, man.
All right, appreciate you. Thank you, Mason family.